Good afternoon to you. Staying mild for the time being. Outbreaks of rain for many, staying quite soggy with misty low cloud as well as some hill fog in the next 24 hours. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. A lot of cloud cover. The rain extending into parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Elsewhere, some intense prolonged downpours through England and Wales working their way from west to east. Some will be on the thundery side and will give an awful lot of rain in a short space of time. Together with this, quite blustery winds across the southwest. And the same goes across parts of northern and eastern Scotland. Here, a chilly breeze from the near North Sea will make it feel quite cold around those eastern coasts. Otherwise, all double figures across the south, mild here. Elsewhere, those temperatures a little more modest. Not that we'll notice with so much going on. The misty low cloud thickens up tonight, together with the hill fog. Quite grey, grotty conditions into the new day, with further pulses of rain into parts of England and Wales into the small hours. For Scotland, we're staying a little clearer here, colder with a touch of frost come dawn. A very good afternoon to you. Feeling colder as we approach the end of the week. A similar theme this weekend. Brisk biting winds, adding something of a wind chill for some of us today, and the return of frosty nights as temperatures tumble. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. A lot of cloud for northern Scotland, eastern coastal counties. The same goes through parts of Northern Ireland, Wales and the West Country. Otherwise, better, brighter, brilliant blue skies, sparkling late November sunshine, doing little to help those temperatures. A very chilly day for all of us, and that cold theme enhanced by those brisk, biting northerly winds, particularly across the north and the east. Here, something of a wind chill all day. And with the clearer skies, through this evening and tonight, temperatures soon slide away. Our coldest night for quite some time. Temperatures widely close to and below freezing for some of us, particularly in rural spots, with a frost almost anywhere as we head into the new day. Just staying a little less frosty in the east with a bit more of a breeze here. And for many of us, a clear, crisp start into the new day. Good afternoon to you. Staying so cold as we slide into the weekend with frost, ice and freezing fog patches once more. Numerous warnings remain in place for icy, slippy surfaces, together with fresh falls of snow for some of us in the next 24 hours or so. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. A lot of cloud cover with the best of the brighter skies further west. But here too, some lively downpours, some of these on the heavier side. A wintry mix of sleet and snow across parts of Cumbria, parts of northern England and Wales. Much of the snow falling across the hilltops, but also to lower levels. Elsewhere, mostly of rain, occasional sleet. And for the rest of us, staying dry, but barely above freezing in towns and cities, even lower in the countryside. Staying bitterly cold as this area of wintry weather works its way from west to east through this evening and tonight. Rain, sleet and snow to come for many of us. Temperatures below freezing again, particularly through the first half of the night. Frozen ground with frost, ice and some freezing fog patches too. Staying cold for many this Sunday. We've got grey skies, mist as well as some fog slow to shift, and warnings remain in place for icy surfaces and fresh falls of snow in places. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. A lot of cloud cover, gloomy and grey with the mist, the low cloud and the fog slow to shift. Outbreaks of rain across much of England and Wales, particularly across those southern counties. Milder air here, but for the Midlands northward staying very cold through the second half of this weekend. The mist, the fog will give some poor visibility, and some showery outbreaks around the coast will give a wintry mix from time to time. For some, barely above freezing and staying bitterly cold once more. Through the latter stages of this evening and tonight, further rain expected across parts of central and southern Britain, clashing with the colder air to give sleet and snow across northern England and parts of Wales. Elsewhere, freezing and frosty as temperatures tumble, turning icy with fresh falls of snow across northern Scotland once more. A very good afternoon to you. A very different feel out there today. Finally, the colder air gives way, feeling much milder for many of us, but turning increasingly blustery with outbreaks of rain. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. An awful lot of grey sky, disappointingly gloomy out there. Showery outbreaks already across many northern and eastern counties. And steadier rain waiting in the wings in the west will make it some headway into many locations as the afternoon wears on. Several hours of pouring rain to come. Lots of surface water and spray on the roads if you're having to travel. Quite blustery winds associated with this rainfall, so thoroughly unpleasant. Staying very mild in the west. For the rest of us, after a chilly start, temperatures tend to recover. Nowhere near as cold as it has been. And clearer skies into Northern Ireland later. For the rest of us, a good deal of murky low cloud and rain only moving slowly away from the east through this evening and tonight. Behind this, moisture left in the air, misty low cloud into a new day, lively downpours into the west and nowhere near as cold as recent nights.